now, man. Let's go live right now. What's up, man? You laugh about something. Get off your chest, big dog. What you got? What's up, man? For those that don't know, if you didn't watch our last video about the Royal Rumble, I'm defending Charlotte. Charlotte Flair, let's go. Let's get this going. Come on. Flair Army, 100%, forever and always.
I'm indecisive, but I'm very decisive about what you've just said, but that's fine.
Okay. Welcome to yet another recording of the Nation of Conversation. Ali Boumaye, fists in the air. It's us three. You know who we are. You know what we're trying to do. I will keep it absolutely honest with both of you and those of you watching from home. I have not watched this week's Raw. I started to for about 5 or 10 minutes. I'm going to explain myself. And then afterwards, you can brandish me Halo Supreme or Halo Overlord or such.
Gonna brandish you Lazy Supreme, bro.
all right. But hear me out. So I started to watch it 10 or 15 minutes, puppy duties, work, etc. And it's been crazy. I started to catch up over X with what had happened throughout, the Raw showing. And I got dejected into wanting to watch Raw when I saw Cenat come out. And I'm like, you know what? Cenat! Oh my God, Tyson! I'm like, you know what? I'm not desperate to watch this anymore. So I sat down and thought, is that me hating? Because technically, we're nowhere near one another in any shape or form. We are galaxies, light years apart in terms of the creator space. And everything he's done so far to, get to where he's gotten, I've been supportive. I think it's awesome. He hasn't done a lot of the Logan Paul shortcuts to try and get his name out there with mud or something like that. But I just wasn't desperate to see. I get why they're bringing in the really popular influencers, but I wasn't planning to see a Cenat in my Royal Rumble or I Show Speed.
Well, I mean, it's Raw is 2 to 3 hours long. Not every single segment is going to be for us. Logan came out and I rolled my eyes heavily. I was glad to see the crowd booed him into the ground. But it's 3 hours long. There's not every part is going to be for us. So I think in terms of drawing in younger viewers, Speed, Cenat, they're kind of the people you go to. They're not the worst people in the world either. I haven't seen them do too many things where I'm like, oh, why did you do that? I think the worst thing I saw Kai do was hold that that way he was giving away shoes in New York or something, and there was just riots everywhere because of it.
PS5s,
yeah. But other than that, Speed's just on a world tour right now. He became the mayor of Peru or something the other day. I was
an hour or something like that, right?
Yeah, but I can't even hate. He's not doing anything to hurt anyone.
Yeah,
Johnny Somali.
I didn't want to go out there and start posting on X to keep them out like some people will be vocal about it. But I guess it's no different with me putting it in words on a YouTube video that's about to go out to the public. But I didn't want to throw my opinion out there to, I just thought I'm not desperate to watch this anymore, but I'm supportive of him doing that and what WWE are trying to do in terms of, like you said, more younger viewership, more eyes on the product, more, hey, what's going on over here? This really popular person is over here now. Come tune in.
I don't even think it's necessarily younger people as well. I think it's just the Twitter space. They understand what's going to get clicks and what's going to get retweeted, and their name's going to get out there. People are just going to see Cenat at WWE, and they're going to, Cenat's at WWE. I Show Speed's been invited, so don't even think it's necessarily we want younger viewers because the programming definitely seems to be getting a bit more mature. I just think they're trying to get as many eyes on the products as possible.
A true variety buffet, it is what it is. I don't have an actual issue with it. It's not for me, which is fine. It's just, cool, fair enough.
Which leads me to asking a question. Is there someone in 2025 right now that would have the same level of impact that, oh my God, this person has just shown up on WWE that Mike Tyson had way, way back when he showed up and then Austin came out and just that right there? Maybe the world stopped. I wasn't there to really witness it in terms of the news. I was alive, but that felt like oh my God, the baddest man on the planet. Is there anyone who is in a different media, sport, whatever, that would come out and have the same impact of, hold on, this person is on WWE? Obviously, Cenat, you could argue for social media presence, but in terms of if this person was to fight, this finna be big.
To the level of Mike Tyson, I'm going to say no. I will let Mike talk on this because he knows more than me. But the gravity of what you're saying to me personally, in terms of Mike Tyson levels at that particular time of the planet, to me, no, like just straight up no. But yeah, Mike, go ahead.
We don't have any sort of fighters in the space right now that they have that kind of draw like Tyson did. It was Conor McGregor for a time, but his mystique has gone away. Anthony Joshua was beaten. Fury was beaten. Usyk, although he is unbeaten and undisputed, he doesn't have. I don't think he has that star power that Tyson has. So even though I've seen Usyk in WWE, I'll be like, oh shit, Usyk's there. I'm a boxing fan. My mom's not going to be like, oh, it's Usyk. She's going, who the fuck is that? But with Mike Tyson, everyone's going to turn around and be like, oh shit, Mike Tyson's on TV. There's no one like that right now in the combat sports space, unfortunately. We don't have any major stars where there's going to be crossover. You know, Mayweather's not even there anymore. Nobody in his division's really popping like that. Canelo's mystique has kind of gone away as well. So yeah, no, not really.
You saying that is a good point, because I guess media back then was different. So everyone had one TV in the house. Hey, whatever someone's watching, pretty much the whole nation, sometimes the world, is watching it at the same time, like a Michael Jackson or whatever. Whereas today, someone could be watching it, but someone else could be on YouTube, someone else could be on Twitch, someone else could be on Amazon Prime, someone could else be doing something else. So that one person, that one big boxing fight is no longer as big because everyone's eyes isn't on that one particular moment in time. A lot of people are doing something else on the side instead. And as a result, I don't know who the name, what was the name you said? Something beginning with U. I can't pronounce it.
Alexander Usyk.
Thank you.
I'll tell you what.
He's generally a great dude. Great boxer. I'll be real with you. I'm happy he beat Fury. I don't care. But
all of us are.
I just am like, I can't like Fury for me. Like, yeah, he was likable up until a point, and then it's just like, other than blind patriotism, it's like you do come across as a prick, to be quite honest. So
we're transcending into the boxing world, national conversation, spreading our wings.
Not really. It's just like, as much as it would be nice to unconditionally support Fury, it's like the things he comes out with when he's lost or when he's shit talking, it's just like, no, really, am I really supposed to be rooting for you just because you're British? Like, nah, I'm good.
Yeah, he does say some really detestable things, to be honest with you.
So, yeah, like, just I'm glad. But to the point of what we were talking about and why I was emphatic with my no is because, quite frankly, it's almost, well, no, it's not almost, it's actually an unfair comparison / question, because it's like, with this time and age, there are just simply some people that you come across in this lifetime that are just like, man, like, this is like maybe a once in a lifetime, or you're not going to really get anyone like this ever again for a very long time. Like, you had Muhammad Ali, you've got Tyson. In terms of just these people and what they meant to their actual profession, and then obviously became mainstream media, it's like, it's an unfair comparison, legitimately. It's like asking, is there a Michael Jackson in the music world? Legitimately, like, it's hard.
I think if you want to turn heads, there's a couple controversial figures you could put on TV. Donald Trump is one of them. Donald Trump is one of them. Put the president on TV, even though he won the popular vote and everything in America, it's still controversial. So I think that will turn heads.
That's so realistic that it could happen anyway at this point.
Yeah, I mean, Trump's got a relationship with the WWE anyway, so and
more realistic.
Yeah, if you really want to, like, I'm not suggesting this. Okay, I'm not a fan of this individual. Definitely soured on them the more you find out about them. If Andrew Tate appeared on Monday Night Raw, I think the internet would have a meltdown. I don't think it'd be good for business, but if you're talking about clicks, that would make people go, what the fuck is Andrew Tate doing on that?
I ain't clicking that principle, but yeah, I feel you. I get it. I just say supporting it anyway. I ain't clicking
what I described out of not distaste, but not disappointing, but not really happy to see. Oh, Cenat would be times 1,000 if an Andrew Tate suddenly showed up and decided, you know what, I want to be WWE anyway.
Yeah, well, I'm not saying it's good or bad. I'm saying that, like, in terms of publicity, if you want to get people going, oh my god, what the hell is this guy doing there? Yeah,
it would get clicks.
Yeah, it would be a shit show. Don't get me wrong. I think it would have a negative impact on WWE in the long run. But for that, in that moment in time, yeah, WWE is going to be trending on Twitter immediately.
Which I like to hope right now they're not in that position, given the recent Netflix deal. They're not that desperate to get clicks. Like, let's not go to the bottom of the barrel, all that kind of stuff. So, from all of us three as a collective, please, WWE, don't go to that levels. You don't need it.
I wish you put that out into the universe, but yeah.
I can see a different company making that move. Maybe I'm going to throw the slander for this first, but
yeah, do it.
I just realized we did the Royal Rumble recording and you didn't slander AEW at all.
The reason I didn't slander them is that they're so irrelevant. I actually forgot about them. So there we go. That covers 2 videos.
I'm fine of just not talking about it. Not just I don't hate them or whatever. I wouldn't say I don't care. It's just other than like a couple individuals, I'm like, I'll maybe keep an eye out, but I'm not actively looking as well.
Okay. Well, I've already admitted I haven't seen Raw, but I've caught up with the highlights. Is there anything you want to bring attention to? Again, we've mentioned the JD McDonough, respect for him and what he had done in terms of carrying the match to the end and then collapsing backstage and such. Is there anything else you want to bring to the forefront before I bring us into our next mini topic?
Rudy mentioned about Punk and Cody segment, good segment. I don't know if there's anything else.
Mike, nothing for you?
I think Sami's going to turn heel. I think he has to at this point. He's lost to Drew how many times? I think they kind of alluded to it multiple times on the show as well. He's kicked both his friends in the face, and Karrion Kross was standing there staring at him, and CM Punk, and him and CM Punk had that little confrontation backstage. I think Sami's going to align with Kevin. I think Sami's going to try and screw Cody, but it's going to backfire at the Royal Rumble. I don't see Kevin winning the match. Doesn't make any sense for WrestleMania. But I could also see Kevin and Sami getting booked to fight each other at WrestleMania. So I don't know.
Okay,
that'll be a bang of a match.
Have we had that? We've had that, haven't we?
We've had that before, but it's always been good.
It's been a good while since they've gone to that well as well, so no complaints.
Right. So recently in the world of X, trending media, trending mentions, a certain ex-WWE superstar, Mandy, I believe, went on someone's talk show and said, hey, that recent Tiffany promo stole my line, etc., etc. Something about put some respect on my name. So I'm not, first and foremost, I don't know where Mandy seems to be getting off trying to put that sentence with her career on WWE. I'll be the first to say it, and definitely not the last. That is not your line, bro. Cis, person, whoever. That's not your line. What first? Birdman came out with that line first, as far as concerned, right? Let's get that straight. Put some respect on his name. And I ain't normally me to be defending Birdman of all people. Like when I know what I know, I'm like, nah, that's not someone who I need to defend. But okay.
When she said that, I was like, what universe did you wake up in? Though, a universe where Birdman don't exist? Are you crazy? Besides,
for those that don't know,
that's literally crazy when even I am more than aware of that line. So it's just like, stop it.
Backlog for, a bit of backstory for those that might be watching this wrestling stuff but don't know what we're talking about. There's an infamous Breakfast Club interview with Birdman where he does deliver the line, put some respect on my name, in whatever fashion he does, which again at that time started trending and there's memes and such, or memes or whatever they call it. So for Mandy to suddenly come out and say that was mine, not with that voice, but you get what I'm saying. It's not yours. It's not Tiffany times neither, but it's definitely not yours. Don't do that. Right.
100%.
What was the context though? Like, why would she even? Why is she like kind of like not interjecting or even really talking about it?
I think someone was talking to Mandy about Tiffany's, recently, hey, have you been keeping up? Actually, I don't know. I haven't watched that clip in full to know the context, but I know she was commenting on Tiffany. If I'm going to call a spade, and I could be a bit small-minded here, I think some people might be drawing the narrative between Mandy being good in the ring to some degree and being, for some would describe, drop-dead gorgeous, And currently, Tiffy is that beautiful blonde bombshell within the WWE who has a championship. And maybe Mandy's looking at that thinking, oh, that could have been me. Well, that was mine and I did this first and that kind of thing.
Yeah, well, nobody told you to go on OnlyFans. So, like, at the end of the day, Mandy was being pushed. We could all see that she was Vince's favorite or whatever. She was getting given that golden push and she blew it. And as far as I'm concerned, Tiffany's better in the ring than her.
Agreed.
I think Tiffany's better on the mic than her. I think there's a reason why Mandy got sent back down to NXT, and why Tiffy is the women's champion. So she can say whatever she wants. She has the right to her opinion. Obviously, she's a competitor. She's going to be competitive about it. But in my opinion, someone that's looking from the outside in, Tiffy's better than her in almost every single department.
I think that's the full stop we needed. Okay. There is SmackDown coming up tomorrow. I'm going to try and catch it, but I don't know what they're going to do in terms of storyline that I absolutely have to tune in before the Royal Rumble. I can't see any huge developments.
It's going to be more the same. It's going to be more the same. It's just like obviously brawls. They're not going to see any like, you know, big returns because that'd be kind of stupid, frankly, for SmackDown, obviously. Well, unless I'm proven wrong. But yeah, honestly, I think it's just going to be more of the same. Just trying to, you know, give us a reason to obviously be excited for Rumble.
Okay. I can see Charlotte coming out, to be honest with you, on SmackDown. They've already advertised that. It's not going to be a surprise. Yeah. So I can actually see her
actually, to be fair, yeah, you specifically might have a good reason to watch.
You know what? He's right. All he had to say was Charlotte SmackDown. I was like, I'm already tuned in. My TV downstairs is already on Netflix, waiting for it to go live.
Yeah, fair enough. No, that could legitimately happen. It's like, because otherwise, there wasn't really. I don't really know what the reason was to advertise her, if I'm honest.
Yeah, I don't know. Just to sell tickets or something.
Yeah.
Returning superstar cuts promo in the ring, first time back in X amount of years. I still run this thing. I'm still top.
It's what, 2 years since she's been away.
WrestleMania 2023. I'd like to think.
Now, if I was really spiteful, I'd be like, I'm not gonna.
And we're not gonna do that because we are not a spiteful collective of men.
I'm not that spiteful. I'm not that
speak for yourself.
I would be saying it just to piss you off.
Well, is there anything else in the wrestling world that's occurred over the week that you gentlemen need to address, bring up? Otherwise,
yes, actually. I want to say that I was the first person, because we spoke about it here. I hadn't gone on Twitter. I hadn't seen anything. I said it here. What about if we call him Peak Angle? And you guys are like, nah. And then I go on Twitter. Everyone's calling him Peak Angle. I was like, hold on a minute. I said it first. And as far as I can see, Kurt doesn't seem to have a problem with it. So his name is now Peak Angle or TN Angle.
TN Angle
or Peak Angle.
TN Angle I saw. Peak Angle I only saw once you passed me that news article or tweet or whatever they said. And I still believe I heard you say it first, but I've got no way of, verifying over the universe. You said it before this person.
I mean, it was so obvious that people were going to say it anyway. Peak and Perk are so close together.
That's exactly why I don't like it.
We did talk about that. We said it's too close to home.
Yeah,
it's too close to home, but it doesn't have the same meaning. And from what I can see, he doesn't seem to have a problem with it. And I like how like the whole internet wrestling community were like, yeah, we're going to retire this out of respect for him. That alone, I think he'd probably appreciate.
Yeah. I'm still not doing Perk, but yeah.
Okay. Anything else before we call it a night for now and we are good until the Rumble?
I think
I do want to say that I think the Wyatt Six something needs to happen with them. Very, very underwhelming gimmick that they've got going on. I'm not excited to see them. Every time I do see them, I kind of like, I just don't think it works without Bray Wyatt. I think he's done the best he can. What's his name? Bo Dallas.
Yeah.
But I don't think it's working without Bray Wyatt, which is sad because it would have been nice to have the gimmick to honor him. But yeah, I don't know. I'm not sold on it.
It's not the same.
Yeah.
What? Apparently there was a reason why they were moved to SmackDown. I didn't catch it though.
One of them's injured, so they've taken them all off TV. But I'm just like, yeah. I don't know, man.
terrible.
It's not working for me. They've tried the Wyatt family gimmick 100 times now, and it's had so many different iterations. And I feel like when Bray Wyatt came back last time, they finally got his gimmick down, and it was going to work. And then obviously the worst happened. I think they should just let it go now.
It's all about how you book a talent. And at one point in time, when the Wyatts were booked as top card big threats, they come out, you've got a problem. Whereas this Wyatt Six is booked as mid card interference. Like there's Bloodline, there's Judgment Day, then there's Wyatt Six, if that makes sense. You need to put Wyatt around here. Sometimes they'd be pushing up into Bloodline and can't beat the Bloodline, but damn near we recognize you as a threat. It was never shown as that.
I agree with that. It's more like with them, it's still the whole thing of we don't care about titles. We just want to do the supernatural stuff. And it's not that I don't have an appreciation for it, but there's just only so much you can do, like, at least for me. So I'm just here, like, it's why I desperately don't really want to see Alexa attached to it. If she does make a comeback, she seems to probably be more than down to want to do that because she enjoyed it, which is fair play, fair enough. I don't have an issue with it, but I would just personally like to see something where it's like, okay, we've had it. I don't hate it, but I'm just like, yeah, I'm okay, you know.
Okay.
Yeah. Other than that, don't think there's anything else to cover really.
Fine. Then we'll call it a night. Thank you for joining us, lurking in the background. Same as always, like, subscribe, comment. We appreciate your time with us. You will see the next video covering our reactions to the Royal Rumble and any takes that may have happened in and around that time. Again, predictions being Jordan Grace is going to show up. We three believe CM Punk is going to win the Rumble, men's Rumble. Io Sky for Halo Supreme, Charlotte Flair for me, and JMiller was torn between Io Sky and Asuka. The decisive guy.
My babes has got this, man. I guarantee you.
Oh, it would be even sweet. You know what? Just to sweeten this extra.
Oh, right? Wow. Here we go.
Just to sweeten this extra, because I think we might go somewhere here. We've obviously, for those that don't know, we've made a bet. If Io Sky wins, I'm going to donate 5 members or subscribers, however that works in terms of monetary thing, to his YouTube channel. If I win and Charlotte Flair wins the Rumble, he would do the same for me if I one day get monetized, which will happen. But to sweeten the deal, if Io eliminates Charlotte or Charlotte eliminates Io, what could the bonus be there? That's what's interesting. That sounds interesting. What could we do? How about
he knows his bonus is more in his favor as well. I respect it. Go on.
If Io eliminates Charlotte, I will pay for your dinner.
Pay for my dinner?
As in, if we went out and, like, you know, you went to some sort of steak restaurant or something like that, like, you know,
that's a
steak or burger thing or whatever. Next time, if we ever get to go out, like, we want at some point going to meet up and, you know, let's have a meal together.
Any dinner?
How about you?
Any dinner, any establishment.
Oh my Lord. Yeah, all right, go on. No, crazy.
Let's put a limit on the monetary, because I could see being silly and buying some like 1986 Chardonnay held by King Louis at one point or something crazy like that.
I don't have a big appetite, but
your brother does, and I'm scared if your brother tags along and then you buy stuff and say, "Oh, I don't want this. I'll pass it to you, Rico," but I did technically bought it.
No, Rico I have to set aside. No, that's fine. I don't eat a lot. Normally when I go out to eat, even if it's an expensive restaurant, I spend like £20, £30 max.
Then let's say a 60 max budget. 60
on food. How big is your appetite, bro? That's my whole month.
I'm not gonna eat 60, but then I thought of like a Miller and Carter's, where if you bought a main, it's about £25. If you bought a side, it's about £8. You buy a drink as well, you're looking at £40-45 per person.
I automatically think of full.
I got a better one. Go ahead. If Io eliminates Charlotte, or if Charlotte eliminates Io, the winner gets WWE 2K25.
You know what? Yes. Yeah.
On a console of their choosing.
Of their choosing. Yeah. The loser buys the winner WWE 2K25. Deal. Cool. You've heard it here on camera, people. There is a bet in play if that happens. 5 subscribers and a potential game as well. You know what, Charlotte? If you're listening to this, don't let it happen. Don't let it happen. Okay, please. Pull whatever strings you need to, call in whatever favors you need to. Talk to Triple H one-on-one. Don't let that situation unfold. Anyone else can eliminate you.
Yo, my babe, she's gonna do it. She's gonna take it for Japan. She's gonna make me a real happy man.
Jay, you look like you have an idea. No, you good? We can't have dead air.
No, I'm not getting involved. You got that's your bet.
Right.
I'm just thinking the only person that I didn't actually name who is more likely to be around more than us is probably Lynch.
Oh,
Becky Lynch, yeah.
I somehow did not think about that. I don't think she's gonna win, but I'm actually gonna change it and say Becky, because at least Becky's actually definitely probably gonna win the Rumble.
If Becky
I'm gonna go with that. I'm gonna go with it.
Is it too soon since she's just had a baby? Well, not too soon, but
let's be honest. There's not many people who would if she won, there would be people. Oh, I can't believe she won it. But I mean, people would be still probably more than happy than not.
Okay, I won't stick any extra speculation about being a mother and all that stuff. That is entirely their choice and none of my business. So, if she turns up, sweet. If she don't, no harm done.
Basically, I'm just going like with the Ribbage Rumble. Honestly, there's so much that could go down.
Gentlemen, I'm going to ask you one at a time. Hater Supreme, would you like to leave your socials in case anyone doesn't agree with your opinion and wishes to message you directly? What's the right message?
I mean, I think he's used to that one anyway.
Yeah, my inbox is always open. It's always full. So if you've got some bullshit to send my way, I'll monetize your stupidity and we can make a whole thing out of it. You can find me on X at Real MikeHollow. I will respond to you in kind, so choose your words carefully.
Okay, Jay Miller.
Right. X, I guess, is Jay Miller because it was taken, which sucks. And then, I mean, yeah, I guess we should go with X, I guess, or are we doing everything?
Up to you. I know what I'm about to say when I get to my turn.
So, all right, cool. So Twitch, I mean, that's probably my most used platform. It's Jay Miller. If you like multiple things, including wrestling, come about. And YouTube as well by the same name. So there you go.
Okay. And myself, the consistency across the board. Check it out. The Stamp Stories, all one word, the way you see it right there without the boot. Instagram, X, Twitch, and YouTube. You know where to find me if you need me. And with that being said, we are the Nation of Conversation. Thank you for watching. We'll see you when we see you. Ali Boumaye.